Hello there, everybody. My name is Zach, as I very rudely omitted from my previous videos here, also known as Link 4750 or Exolink. Um, as a really quick side note here, thank you everybody for all of the support on the previous videos. I made my video not expecting a lot of attention in the first place, but apparently a lot of people found this interesting and wanted to see the Chinese event for the 10th anniversary and the details around it. Um, in addition, people inside of China too uh, have gotten whiff of my video, kind of showcasing the difference between the international and the uh, Chinese version. So, really quick, I just want to say, 大家好，对，我就是一个住在中国的外国人，现在我就是住在中国的差不多10年了，差不多应该。现在我就是自学中文，所以如果我说的不大清楚，还是没有那么标准的话，那我不好意思，我还在学习。Um, but okay. Anyway, I just wanted to make a quick update video on this because there were some pieces of information that I actually did not include on my previous couple of videos. So far, I have made a very rough, quick look, in-depth video as my most popular one. I've uploaded some raw videos of the menu UI with no explanations on some of the extra pieces of detail. I made one extra one, which was about the physical payloads that are going to be going around the north and south of China from the end of May to the end of July, which I will try to get some information on that and maybe physically go out, attend, see if I can, you know, be news Overwatch China news on the ground. But either way, today I just wanted to go ahead and tell you guys some updates. I should say. I guess I could say. I'm sorry. I'm a little flustered now that I know that I might have eyes on me. But either way, today I'm going to first talk about the Mythic Skin rumors because a lot of people were talking about this that people in China on the Chinese servers have access automatically to Mythic Skins, 10 Mythic Skins. Upon checking my hero gallery here, I can confirm I do have Mythic Skins, but I don't have 10. I have 9. Very big difference, obviously. And I have made a small list here. There are 3 in each category. In support, because I like support quite a bit, I have Ana, Kiriko, and Moira, all unlocked. I have Hanzo, Genji, and Tracers. In tanks, we have Orisa, Sigma, and Junker Queen. 3, 3, and 3 for tank damage and support. So I don't know what the 10th one is, if it had any sort of like backing to that. I have my own theory about the 10th, and it's probably through the menu UI itself, because you get your daily logins, and eventually you can earn enough prismatic shards currency inside that menu to unlock another one. Um, to kind of go into detail, I'll use Ana as an example because I am in support wise, I am an Ana main. Zenyatta main. I'm assuming this is all standard unlock when you unlock the skin at first. Because again, I've never bought a mythic skin ever, whether it's international or in the Chinese side here. My wife, this is her account because I don't have my Chinese ID, which I'll get into another portion before I forget. But anyway, there's only one aspect that's not unlocked, and it's literally aspects, which is the gilded and iridescent colors down here, which I think look pretty cool. And that might be the reason why they're not unlocked is because they still want you to buy things. So you can still open the shop like normal, and you can spend prismatic shards as usual, which again we have 0, so that's not happening. So I don't really know any of the details between the weapon, armor, and colors, if you also need to spend prismatic shards on those by default. But all of these were unlocked for these 9 characters I just mentioned. I mean, again, I might be missing the 10th one, but I seriously checked everybody, and I only found these 9. So that's the first thing. The second thing I wanted to talk about was some people are asking me some questions. For example, oh my God, how do I play on the Chinese servers? And I unfortunately am here to tell you that you cannot unless you have a Chinese national ID, which is called a 身份证. It's literally the government issued ID card for all Chinese citizens, as well as a Chinese phone number. Um, it might just be a phone number, but you still need to be able to receive the text from a local Chinese SMS system. So it's hit or miss if it's anywhere else besides a Chinese based SIM card, Chinese phone number. So I'm just going to say you need a Chinese SIM card and a Chinese ID. And or if you live in China, if you there's a couple different circumstances where you can have a Chinese ID. For example, green cards exist in China as well. If you have a green card, then you get the equivalent of a 身份证 for you on your green card. There's a lot of different ways you can obtain a green card and have your own ID. You can search you can search online. For example, I believe like the Chinese embassy websites will probably have some information on those. But if you're a visa holder, you don't have the equivalent level of a Chinese ID in order to make your own account. What some people will do, um, because you actually, in order to have no sort of restrictions on your account, you need to be over 18. China has pretty strict like time limits for anyone who is under the age of 18. So if you have an ID already, you're under the age of 18, you use that to make your account. You have time limits and whatnot. And most of the time, those sneaky kids will actually use like their grandparents' Chinese ID to make an account and just not have that restriction. But I digress. Yeah, that's the situation. Some people also ask me for Chinese VPNs. If a Chinese VPN would bypass anything, it does not. You don't have any sort of path to cross your international account into China. China accounts are exclusive to the region itself. There's no crisscrossing. There's no transferring of items. There's no way to play on the Chinese server unless you have a China greenlit account. So just putting that out there, just clearing the air. Past that point, um, I also wanted to go ahead and show an update to the menu UI. There's two more things popping up here now as well. I was going to make some video after I understand those a little bit more, but this is more like Overwatch League and competition related. And it's also pretty interesting. I'll show you guys that later when I have my wife to sit next to me. Um, she's quite busy at this moment. We have different work schedules, so it's a little different. But anyway, I'll go over that another time. So far, the payload progress is quite a bit, as we can see. It has only been a couple days. Couple days. It's been a week, essentially, since the beginning of the event, and it's already past the halfway point of C. And I know I do have the raw video here to showcase it, but I'll show you guys again the rewards for Bloom. For example, this name card Blooming Spring and the spray as well for Blooming Spring. I don't know if these are in the international release or not, but I will just go ahead and show you anyway. Hi Summer, spray and nameplate, and C. And yes, there are loot boxes on the side. The other ones were like 3 loot boxes, 3 loot boxes. And this is an epic. We also have more loot boxes via this event. The next one coming up will be winter. It's almost there, so we'll have quiet winter nameplate, quiet winter spray, as well as another epic, one epic loot box. And at the end, we will have the ultimate ones, which is capture moments icon, weapon charm. Oh, sorry, I'll spin it for you again, just like the first video, just in case. I don't know if these are in the international release or not. They have English names, so it's possible. And then we have 10th birthday Basher. I see she changed her her player title, or no, player the name card. Cute. Must have been opening more of those anniversary loot boxes. Um, and that's the other thing. Just another thing to clarify. The entirety of what you guys have on the international version of the game China has as well, minus there's a tiny payload UI that I saw that the international game has. I have not seen that in this version, in the Chinese version, like in the standard menu, not this special menu UI. But yes, so I didn't see where this could pop up either way. Um, so China also has those same like purple and silverish skin recolors for all the heroes, the launch heroes. That's also here. So standard anniversary loot boxes are here, as well as let me go ahead and show you guys one more time this one. I grazed over this very briefly before, but yes, inside this menu has special loot boxes as well, and the probabilities I also scanned over very briefly, and we can look at them right here. So you have your probabilities up here, 1.5 chance to receive these prismatic shard currencies in general, as well as past that, we also have then the 7% chance, and this is the bigger one too, and I'll cover some other information I also learned. 7% chance to earn the entirety of a single Battle Pass's skin pool. I will repeat. This is a 7% chance. Every time you open it, you have a 7% chance to earn a Battle Pass skin pack. So in this case, I'll use number one here for example. You open the loot box, you open it, you have this initial roll right here, right? You have a 7% chance, and within this 7% chance, you roll one of these 14 battle passes, and let's say that it hits here. You earn all of the skins in Battle Pass 1, for example. You hit the 7% chance, it'll choose one of the 14 randomly and give you all of the Battle Pass skins. 7% chance. Um, that's pretty insane and also very nice. It also tells you how many times you've actually like earned. So there are 14 battle passes. If I open one, I roll one of the 7% chance rolls, and I get a battle pass, this will tick up, and I assume that it will take it out of the pool if I, go for it again. So that's nice of them, I guess. Another 40% chance here is just earning straight up legendary skins. So same thing here. Hit 40%, get a skin, and then this incremental little guy here will tick up in that case. So it'll take it out of the pool. 41% of the time, you will get Overwatch gold coins, and they have their more in detail drop rates right here. 1% for 1,000, 5% for 500, 10% for 200, and 25% for 100, all adding up to 41. So this one never adjusts. Same with the prismatic shards over here. 80 is 0.5 and 20 is 1%, adding up to 1.5%. And lastly, the final category over here, 10.5% of the time you will receive coupons. These are not for use in game. It's actually NetEase has a app. It has an app called 大神. So in this case, you will actually earn coupons for that. So yeah, there are little coupons that you can earn, again, with some separated drop rates for the different values here. Obviously, biggest value being 7%, you will earn your 5 RMB, 5 yuan. So this is equivalent to about less than a dollar. But treat it as like 1 yuan, like buying power. Buying power, think of it as 1 yuan-ish to $1 in China. But internationally, like buying power is, yeah, the exchange rate is about 6.7, 6.7 right now, RMB to 1 US dollar right now. So anyway, 5, 7%, 10 yuan, 2%, 20 yuan, 1%, and 50 yuan, 0.5. That's a big one. So these are all redeemable inside of NetEase's 大神 app. 大神 app. I'm not really sure about this app in the first place, and I'm sure my wife doesn't know either. Because I have multiple app stores installed on my phone, I'm sure that I could search that up and see if it's on the Samsung store. 大神. That will be in pinyin. To type it out in English letters, that would be DASHEN. 大神. NetEase 大神. I don't see it. Maybe I need to put NetEase as well. Let's do NetEase is Wang for net and E for ease. NetEase. Wang Yi. 大神. I'm not seeing it. Maybe it's not on my app store. But either way, you will go to the Overwatch section and you can use these to make purchases. I'm assuming it's for in-game stuff too because it's all NetEase at the end of the day. And I'm assuming their Dashin app will have all of their published games inside of China that they are in charge of. And you can use these specifically in the Overwatch section in their app to get skins, perhaps. If I find anything, maybe I'll have another video to show you. I guess maybe I can find an APK somewhere. Better do that before the end of the year because Google is literally trying to make that harder to install your own apps. But anyway, I'm also a techie person. I can get into that if anyone's interested in having the discussion. But I digress. That's all for the probabilities. And I feel like there was one more thing I wanted to talk about, but I need a refresher. Let's just go ahead and take a look at everything really quick. Oh, right. I didn't remember this being here the other day. There is a little, if there's music, I'll have to mute it. It's loading up. There will be a QR code that you can scan. If it decides to load up, this is one of those things that I mentioned before, like this cute little menu it has a lot of effort put into it, that's for sure. It looks really nice, all the aspects of this, exclusive menu and whatnot. The team behind it put a lot of care into it, but it definitely does have these kinds of feelings where it doesn't quite have the polish as like what we're used to. Can I do it again? Will it give me anything different? No. It's not showing up this time. I might have to go back to my other setup. In China, I perused a couple of different locations. I work all over the place. So I'm on my laptop right now, actually. And I got this to work on my desktop. So the next time I have a chance, I'll have to do it on my desktop. And I'll get back to you with this. But it was a really cute little, like story related thing. It's nothing huge, but you could scan a QR code and it would come up on your phone as well as here. This is, if I have this correctly, is that 音响会一? So like the hero's memories, if I translate this correctly. Uh, Perhaps. Also, I've got the confirmation for what this title means. So 是在 Tonggu is literally like the idea is like these 10 years together, these 10 years that we spent together for the 10-year anniversary. 在 is a fancy way of saying year, which is 年. 10年 is what I was expecting. 实在 is more poetic. Thank you to all of my more knowledgeable Chinese, possibly Chinese people and or Chinese learners and or both for helping me to correct some of my Chinese and just showing me that the community is still really tight. It's really nice. So anyway, that's all I got for now. And I still talked quite a bit, so I hope that this was informational. I'm sorry if I rambled on, but that's who I am. If you find who I am to be interesting, what I cover to be interesting, stick around because you know what? It looks like there might be some more stuff that's exclusive to China. And if you want me to cover anything else, let me know. And you know what? The first time I've ever really said this in a very long time, but subscribe to find more. Don't forget to leave a like, all those things. I don't really like plugging myself. I feel a little bit unnatural doing it. Maybe with time, it'll get better. But either way, yeah, that's all I have for now. So I will see you all again in the next video. And at this point, I might as well teach you some Chinese too. 下次再见. See you next time. 下次再见.